Hello everyone! A lot of you guys in the YouTube comment section and the Twitch chat have asked me about the pulse and the shotgun changes. I feel like it makes a lot of sense that I talk about it because pulse is by far my most played operator. Pulse's reach on the scanner is gonna be reduced from 13 meters to 9. Also the quick switch is not gonna be possible anymore. And the damage on all semi-automatic shotguns is gonna be reduced by 20 to 30%. Before I say anything, I just wanna mention that I am not a pro player and not a game developer. So this is just my personal opinion on the entire thing. I've thought about it for quite a long time, and I've also done some research about it. Now, I have played a lot of pulse before the buff and after the buff, and my conclusion now is that he is not much stronger than he was before. You are not the only ones that have been killed by pulse in a really cheeky way. I also got killed a couple of times, not too often, and I feel like it has a lot to do with that I'm playing pulse myself a lot, so I know how to work around him. And now don't even start telling me that you can't play around pulse, because that is an utter lie. IQ is a direct counter, and yeah, I do understand you cannot pick IQ every single time, but you've got so many other things too. I have killed so many pulses just by pre-firing a corner when I heard him putting away his heartbeat sensor. If you actually pay attention, you can tell exactly where he is. You can even get wall bangs on him. It's not that hard. Just pay attention. Most of the time you can already find out in the droning phase if he has a shotgun or not. I've seen so many people trying to close on him when he has the shotgun while they have an assault rifle, which is the most stupid thing you can do. A lot of you have watched my videos, so you've seen how many kills I get just by staying next to windows and breachable walls. I have only been killed once by that. Just repel up at a place where there's nothing that you can breach. Most of the time when he's jumping outside, you can hear him breach the barricade before he does it. And also, if you don't drone out where you're going in, then it's your own fault, honestly. Just keep an eye on your surroundings, it's not that hard. So why is it that I think that he's not much stronger than he was before the buff? While I'm editing, cutting, and uploading my footage to YouTube, I have to rewatch it about 5 to 10 times at least. So I have a very clear idea of all the kills that I've gotten. And I came to the conclusion that I could have done about 90% of these with the old scanner. You don't even need to know exactly where they are, you just need a rough idea. Ubisoft did the scanner buff exactly right. It does what it's supposed to do. It makes the scanner a little bit easier to use for newer players. I personally didn't feel like I was doing much better with the new scanner. I have pulled the exact same quote-unquote bullshit that people are complaining about now before the buff. And nobody ever complained. And everyone's just crying, Pulse is too strong, nerf. While back when nobody played him, he was almost as strong. I could even throw the argument that he was stronger before he got buffed. Why? Because nobody played him. So it was always really unexpected to suddenly get shot through a wall. Now people have a lot more knowledge about him. Now let's get to the nerfs, shall we? Reducing the effective scanner range from 13 to 9 meters is actually quite a big deal. Let's be honest, it's not gonna do anything for most pulse players, because a lot of them in casual don't even have a microphone and they don't call out anything whatsoever. I can even see this in ranked. No offense to those who do. You guys are great, keep it up. The rest of you get a microphone and start actually helping your team. But yeah, that nerf really doesn't change anything about your killing potential. It just denies a lot of information to the team. I can't really tell how much 9 meters are, but I feel like you're gonna have a really hard time seeing people 2 floors above or below you. I think the removal of the quick swap mechanic isn't that big of a deal. You can still see everything that is nearby and you shouldn't be surprised by any enemies. It is gonna be a tiny bit tougher to wallbang people with your shotgun, but it's not gonna make too much of a difference when you're pre-firing corners. I am not too mad that they removed that mechanic. I do think though that pulse needs a little bit of a nerf, even if it's just for the reason to stop everyone complain. Give me back the old sensor. Please! Nobody complained when I had that. Everybody was fine with it. I don't know why. It's not much different. And everyone was like, hey, you made a really good play there. But now everyone says, oh, Pulse is such a noob. His scanner is too strong. I don't think so. It is not much of a difference, really. If you would have played Pulse when he had the old scanner, you would have noticed that. But nobody did. I don't know why. I really don't understand it. It is beyond me. The new visual looked really cool. I would like to keep that. But just make the dots pop up and make everyone shut up, please. I'm just sick of people talking a lot of bullshit about a lot of things that they don't have a clue about, apparently. Okay, now the big talk. Shotguns. I am really disappointed about the nerf. I think shotguns are at a very solid spot. By that I mean semi-autos, not the pump action ones. Those definitely need a buff. First off, we're talking about Rainbow Six Siege here, a game which is built solely around close quarter combat, and you expect shotguns to not be good? All the maps are any shotgunner's dream. This game is basically Shotgun Simulator 2016, and I fucking love it. It is not that I dislike playing submachine guns or assault rifles. It's quite the opposite. I play all guns kind of equally. I also don't ever feel like that the shotguns are absolute bullshit. The range is alright, the damage drop off is big enough, and everyone's just like, boo-hoo, no counterplay. Boo-hoo, I get downed after one shot. Well, guess what? Maybe you should actually think about where you fight. Everyone just seems to fight wherever they are right now. There's barely people disengaging. I've said it earlier. I see people with assault rifles, long-ranged assault rifles with ACOGs on them, rush into a room when they know there's an enemy inside that has a shotgun. Why would you do that? And after they die, they complain about that shotguns are OP. Your weapon has more damage than the shotgun. You just need one single shot to the head. Just aim properly and you have a really good chance at killing him. And it's not just that. The assault rifles also have a lot more range. I'm sorry, but I just can't get it into my head why I see so many people closing in on shotguns. Why don't you just try find a way around or just get some range, get some distance? And if you complain that you don't even have the time to do that, then that's your own fault as well. Maybe you should have acted a lot faster earlier that round. Now you could make the argument that as a shotgun user you don't have to aim that much. You just aim for the chest and you're done. Now I think we can all agree that aiming on console is quite a bit tougher than aiming on PC. Now you could say that shotguns are easier to aim with and are therefore stronger on console, right? And you could also say that shotguns are mostly played on defense. And while we do have shotguns on Thatcher, Sledge and Buck, we barely see them used because they are not very good. I could just be talking out of my arse right now. I know that win rate is attached to a lot of things, but I'm just gonna put 1 and 1 together. Easier shotguns on console should mean a higher win rate of defenders on console, right? Nope. While it is really close, the win rate is 50-50 and 51-49 on console, with the attackers in the lead. On PC, however, where it is easier to get headshots with assault rifles, it is the other way around. Wouldn't nerfing shotguns just nerf the defending side? Especially on console where the attackers are already in the lead? I do think so. And while I don't know what other changes are coming up, I feel like this nerf is unjustified. On a quick side note before I go back to the shotgun topic, can we just appreciate for a moment that Ubisoft created a game where no two operators are the same? We have SMGs on shotguns on defense, and LMGs and assault rifles on attack. No two gadgets are nearly the same, and yet we have an almost 50-50 win rate. I have no clue how they did it, but it is absolutely insane. And they did an amazing job on the balancing side. But yes, back to shotguns. I'm playing this game since about February, March, and I've just grown into the game, using shotguns, playing with shotguns, playing around shotguns. I don't get mad when I get killed by a shotgun because I know there's ways to play around it. I like how it is, I like the shotgun meta, and it creates a really nice diversity. Maybe I'm just saying that because I like shotguns so much. Maybe I say that because I'm terribly biased, but I'm trying to be as neutral here as possible. And I'm not really bad at aiming either. My subscribers are actually watching my highlights a lot, and they can tell you that I'm actually damn good at aiming most of the time. And yes, I'm also playing a lot of different guns. I'm not just a shotgun player. Ignore the clips in the background, those are pretty old. I don't think shotguns are for noobs at all. They just offer a completely different playstyle, which I really like. I want diversity in this game. I don't want everyone to run around with SMGs and assault rifles. And I think the weapon diversity is really good right now. I even think we could use some better shotguns on attack. Far from everyone is playing shotguns. We have a lot of Jägers and Bandits. Mute and Cap can see a lot more plays since they got buffed. Rook is pretty much an auto pick every single game, so you usually only run 2 or 3 shotguns on defense. I am trying to be really objective here. I really care about this game. I really care about the health of this game, and I want the game to do well. Because I think Rainbow Six Siege is the single best shooter out there. It beats CSGO by a country mile for me. I have made 4 of my friends buy this game, and they all love it. And I think it deserves a lot more attention than it has right now. Every single patch is straight up improving the game for me. And I am ending this monologue on the opinion that this game deserves way more attention than it has right now. What are your thoughts on this? Could I change your mind? Did you agree with me? Post in the comments. Until next time, see ya! But before I leave you alone, I do have a little bit of an announcement. I have finished all of my legal stuff and am now allowed to take donations and such. I am trying to give you the highest quality content, but it is not always possible. My video card is dying and my processor is not very good. And right now I can simply not afford to buy new gear. In the videos you can often notice audio issues, audio just cutting off, or just simply lag in the gameplay. I have lost so many good clips just because of lag. On the stream, however, I not only have that issue, my stream quality is also lackluster, simply because my processor can't handle more. I have already fixed a lot of things. Audio is now properly synced, quality is a tiny bit higher, but it is far from the standard that I set myself. That said, I'm still learning how to stream, but I just want to provide the best experience. But I've tried streaming Rocket League several times now, for example, and every single time my PC just completely crashes, and I cannot solve this issue. With new gear there would be more videos coming in, more streams, maybe even different games, who knows. So if you want to chip into that, I've set up a Patreon, I've set up a donation page on the stream, and I am extremely thankful for every single bit of support I get. YouTube and Twitch are currently taking all of my free time. Don't get me wrong, I do it with a passion, I love doing all of that, but it is still a lot of work and very exhausting. So I hope you understand why I'm asking for this. Thanks for watching everyone, and have a beautiful day.